Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Shri Rama Jayam Kalyanadbhutagatraya Kamitarthapradayine Shrimadvenkatanathaya Srinivasaya Te Namaha. Namaskar and welcome to Amarabharata YouTube channel, where we now start studying the Deepakam CBSE class 8 Sanskrit textbook. In that, the Prathamaha Pathaha, lesson number 1, Sangachadhvam, Samvadadhvam. The meaning of the title is, may you all go forward together, may you all speak in one voice. We now look at the lesson along with an explanation in English. As is customary in our country, we start with an invocation, with a prayer to Goddess Saraswati, which is Saraswati Prarthana. Jaya Jaya He Bhagavati Surabharati Tava Charanau Pranamamaha Nada Brahmamayi Jayavagishwari Sharanante Gacchamaha Tvamasi Sharanya Tribhuvana Dhanya Suramuni Vandita Charana Navarasa Madhura Kavita Mukhara Smita Ruchi Ruchira Bharana Asina Bhava Manasahamse Kunda Tuhina Shashidhavale Arajadatam Kuru Buddhi Vikasam Sita Pankajaktanu Vimale Lalita Kalamayi Jnana Vibhamayi Veena Pustakadharini Matirastano Tava Padakamale Ayikuntha Vishaharini Jaya Jaya He Bhagavati Surabharati Tava Charanau Pranamamaha. Now, as usual in this book, all lessons start with an initial conversation among a set of people, in this case a teacher and his students. So we'll look at what this is all about. First, this girl says, Namaste Acharya, salutations to you, O teacher. Asmakam Vidyalayasya Kridotsave, in our school sports fest. Pada Kanduka Kridayam Vayam Vijayam Praptavantaha. We got victory in the football game. Then teacher says, Vardhapanani Abhinandanam Bhavatam. Congratulations, greetings to you. Api Bhavantaha Jananti Yet Bhavatam Pratidvandvinaha Katham Parajitaha. Do you all also know how your opponents or the opposite team got vanquished or defeated in that football game? Now this girl says, Janami Acharya. Yes, I know, O teacher. Asmakam Dalasya Kridakeshu Parasparam Samyak Samanjasyam Asit. There was a good mutual cooperation or harmony among members of our team. Kintu, whereas, Vipakshidale tat na asit. Whereas in the opponent's team, this was not there. Then this girl says, Satyam Acharya, true, O teacher. Tasya dalasya kridakeshu parasparam manobhedaha dvesha bhavaha cha asit. Among the members of that team, the opposite team, there were mutual differences of opinion and also mutual hatred. Te anyonyam sahayogam na kritavantaha. They did not cooperate with each other. Then teacher says, Tarhi, then Vadantu, tell me, Vijaya Praptyartham kim avashyakam. In order to get victory, what all is necessary? You tell me, is what the teacher asks the students. Then this girl says, Militva karyakaranam, working together, means teamwork. Ekata, unity or unison. Parasparam, samanjasyam, mutual cooperation cha avashyakam, or necessary. Then teacher says, Satyam eva uktam, the truth was indeed told by you, means you told the truth. Esha eva sandesha vede, this is indeed the message in the Vedas, which is Sangachadhvam, Samvadadhvam, iti evam pradattaha, prakarshena dattaha, means this is what is emphatically given as the message in the Vedas, Sangachadhvam, Samvadadhvam. Then here this boy says, Acharya, Kasmat Vedat Grihitaha Eshaha Sandeshaha. O teacher, from which Veda is this message taken? Kahacha Asya Abhiprayaha. And what is the meaning or opinion of this statement, is what this boy is asking. The teacher replies, Rigvede, from the Rigveda. Sanyana Suktasya Eshaha Mantra Amshaha. This mantra part is from the Sanyana Suktam. Etat Sanghatana Suktam Ityapi Prakhyatam. This is also famous as Sanghatana Suktam. Come, Agachantu means come. Vayam Asya Suktasya Prasiddhan Trin Mantran Patamaha. Come, let us learn 3 famous mantras from this Suktam. Now, this is a Vedic mantra for unity in our thoughts, words and actions. Unity among all of us in this world, especially among us Bharatiyas, means all of us in India and also in the whole world should have common thoughts, common words and actions which are in unison with the thoughts. Now, there are some interesting, very useful books which I would recommend to you. One is a book called Vaidika Sahitya Charitra in Kannada by Dr. Anantarangachar, published by Karnataka Sanskrit University, which is a great book to read regarding the Vedas. Now, for those of us who know Tamil, there is a series of books called Daivattin Kural by based on the lectures by Kanchi Paramacharya Swamigal. And the second volume of this particular book is actually extracted in the form of an independent English book which is titled The Vedas and published by Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. And this is available on Amazon or other online sites. I suggest that you ask your parents to get this book for you and keep it in your library so that you can read this over the next few years, maybe 5 years or 10 years. Sit and read this full book, a wonderful book to read. And all these books are wonderful books to sit and study. Give us this Daivattin Kural is almost like an encyclopedia of Hinduism, we can say. Now we start with the lesson proper. Prachina Bharatiya Jnana Paramparayam means in ancient Bharatiya knowledge tradition, Vedaha, the Vedas, Sakshat Brahma Mukha Nisrutaha Pavitratama Daivi Vak iti Manyate. The Vedas are considered as the most sacred divine words which have originated from the mouth of Brahma himself. Vedasya Chatvaraha Samhitaha Santi. There are 4 Samhitas in the Vedas. Rigvedaha, Yajurvedaha, Samavedaha Atharvavedah cha iti. Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharvaveda. Ime Vedaha. These Vedas, Adya, today, Vishwasya Prachinatama Sahitya Rupena Vidvadbhihi Manyante. These Vedas are considered today by scholars as being the form of the oldest, most ancient, foremost literature in the whole world. Bhavantas sarve, all of you, snatva, having taken your bath, shuddha vastrani paridhaya, having adorned clean clothes, padatranam bahihi sthapayitva, and having placed your footwear outside, asyam prarthana sabhayam samupasthitaha santi. All of you have assembled here in this prayer hall after taking your bath, wearing clean clothes and placed your footwear outside. Ataha agachantu, therefore come, pranamanjalim kritva, having folded your hands in namaskara mudra, like what is shown here. Netre mila itva, having closed your eyes. Ekagra chittena, with focused mind or concentrated mind. Samaveta swarena, in unison, in a chorus, the Veda mantranam ucharanam kurmaha. Let us chant the Veda mantras in unison, in a chorus. Now we see the three mantras which are told in this particular lesson in the beginning, as shown here. And we see the group of students assembled here having taken their baths, wearing clean clothes and looking very clean and neat. And very barefooted, means their footwear are all outside the assembly hall and are assembled for the prayer which we will chant now. Now, when you see this particular symbol Om, there is a number 3 given here. If you remember about Hrasva and Dirgha, for example, A is nothing but the duration of a click like this, which is A, whereas A is nothing but 2 clicks. And now Om means 3 clicks in duration. So that's what this number 3 represents. I'll chant and show you now. Om Sangachadhvam, Samvadadhvam, Samvomanamsi janatam, Deva bhagayatha purve, Sanjanana upasate, Samano mantra samiti samani, Samanam manasaha chittame esham, Samanam mantram abhimantrayeva samanena vo havisha ajuhomi, Samaniva akuti samana hridayanivaha, Samanamastu vo mano yatha avastu sahasati. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, let us understand the meanings of these mantras. Mantranam bhavartham janimaha. Let us understand the summary of the mantras in this particular, all the mantras given in this chapter. Now, before we understand the meanings of the mantras, we have to do what is called the padacheda or the padavibhagaha, which is a split of words, because the words will sometimes be joined in sandhis and so on. We have to split the individual words, because only then we can know the individual word meanings. Sangachadhvam, Samvadadhvam, Samvaha manamsi janatam, Devaha bhagam yatha purve, Sanjananaha upasate. Then, normally in poems, there will be a poetic order which is based on chandas, and from that we have to derive what is called as the prose order or the anvayaha. So Anvaya for this shloka is Yuyam Sangachadhvam Samvadadhvam Vaha Manamsi Janatam Yatha Purve Devaha Bhagam Sanjananaha Upasate. The next step in understanding the meaning of a shloka is what is called as Pratipadartha, means knowing the meanings of the individual words in this particular shloka. So I have given you the meanings of these individual words. You can pause the video and look at the meanings. We'll go to the Bhavartha, the summary, the substance of that particular shloka as given in your textbook. Bhavarthaha Vedasya Rishihi Angirasaha Parameshwaram Parameshwarasya Sandeshena Manushyan Upadishati. The Vedic sage Angirasa, upon the direction from the Lord Parameshwara, instructs the people. So this is the instruction given by Angirasa on behalf of Lord Parameshwara, because Parameshwara told him to tell this to all of us. He Manavaha, O human beings, which means addressing all of us. Vayam Sarve, all of you. Sangachadhvam means Swasya Parivare, Gane, Samaje, Rashtre, Vishvecha, Militva Agre Gachata. Joining means cooperating, coexisting with who all? With your family, Parivara. Then Gana is group or a team, and Samaja is society. Then comes Rashtra is nation and also the whole world, Vishve. Go forward means get progress forward. Sambhuya Abhyudayam Sadhayata, attain upliftment or prosperity together. Samvadadhvam means Parasparam Samyak Vichara Vinimayam Kurvantaha Ekasvarena Vadata, doing a mutual discussion, deliberation or exchange of ideas. Speak with one voice means speak in unison, get a consensus, let there be no discord or differences of opinion. Vaha Yushmakam, Vaha means of all of you. Manamsi Parasparam Manobhavan, each other's minds. Sanjanatam Samyak Janita, may you know well, know the other person's minds, which means try to read what is there in the other person's mind and try to understand what the viewpoint is. Parasparam manobhedaha mastu, let there be no differences of opinion or thought. What a beautiful message is what is told by sage Angirasa. Yatha purve Yatha srishte prarambha kale, as during the beginning of creation. In our Puranas and also in the Vedas is described the process of creation of this universe. There is a very detailed description which is given, and this is talking about the beginning of the creation. Devaha means Brahmana Srishtaha Agni Vayu Aditya Adayaha Brahmandiya Shaktayaha, the gods which are the forces of this universe created by Brahma, who are Agni, Vayu, Aditya and all the others. Some places they call them as demigods also, but we'll call them as gods now. Bhagam Srishti Nirmana Yajnasya Saphalyartham Swam Swam Kartavyam Svikritya, having accepted their own duties, roles and responsibilities for the purpose of fulfillment of the yajna of creation. So they have been assigned the duties, appropriate duties at the time of creation by Brahma, that you have to do this and you have to do that and so on. They accepted their own duties and responsibilities for the successful creation of this universe. Sanjananaha Parasparam Utkrishta Samanvaya Purvakam, being amicable or cooperating with each other for the purpose of overall excellence, means they have a common purpose and I have to do my role and I'll do it perfectly in order so that everyone will do their roles perfectly, so that we'll get the overall excellence is what is mentioned here. Upasate Swam Swam Karma Niravahan, perform their assigned duties. The various gods did their assigned duties for a common cause or a common purpose. So Swam Swam Karmam Niravahan. swam karma nirvahan. Next, tatha eva yuyam manushyaha api. In a similar way, you human beings also swasya kutumbasya dalasya lokasya cha pragataye, for the overall progress of your family. Kutumba, dala is your group or a team. Lokasya, the world. Nityam sambhuya swasva kartavyasya sucharu nirvaham kuruta. Having worked together every day, coexisting, carry on performing your own assigned duties in a sucharu, meaning very elegant or excellent way. So you accept your duties, your roles, your responsibilities, and then perform the duty every day without fail in an excellent way. Ittam yuyam sarve. In this way, all of you, vaimanasyam parityajya, having given up your differences of opinion, aikya bhavena jivata, live with a single thought, with a single idea, single vision, we can say. Everyone has a common vision and you work towards that vision. Sarve tatha sarve abhishta phalani cha prapnuta, and then all of you will obtain your desired results, is what this is telling. What a beautiful message. Now we go to the second one. The padacheda is shown here. Samanaha, mantraha, samitihi, samani. Samanam manaha saha chittam esham. Samanam mantram avimantra evaha. Samanena vaha havisha juhomi. Anvaya is as shown here. And the pratipadartha is also shown here. You can see them. Now we go to the bhavartha, or the summary or the meaning. Esham. Ekasmin karmani saha pravrittanam esham. Of these persons who are commonly engaged in performing a single task or an activity. Mantraha means chintanam, thoughts or ideas. Samanaha parasparam sauhardapurnam bhavatu. May these thoughts and ideas be mutually cooperative, or we can say mutually acceptable. Eshancha, and of these people. Samitihi lakshya siddhihi means each other's goals or aspirations, or we can call as aspirational goals. Samani, samana bhavatu. May these be common. Manaha cha, and the minds. Samanam saumanasya purnam asto. May they be cheerful, having satisfaction. Tathacha, and also chittam. Buddhijanyam jnanamapi, the intellectual knowledge also. Saha eki bhutam astu. May it become unified. Grihe varge loke cha parasparam dvesham vina sarve sukhena sauharda purnam jivanam yapayeyuhu. In the house, in the group, in the team, in the world, may everyone lead a happy and coexistential life without any hatred. Dvesham vina, without mutual hatred. He manujaha, O human beings, vaha yushmakam, of all of you, samanam mantram, anyonya mantranam, sanghatita sankalpancha, mutual discussion, deliberation, consultation, and a unified resolve or resolution. Abhimantraye aham samskaromi divyabhavena yojayitva prakatayami. I consecrate, propagate, and I thus proclaim, having arranged it in a divine manner. Tathacha, and also vaha sanghatitanam yushmakam, of you who are thus united or unified. Samanena samohikya. Samanena means in a collective manner. Havisha prarthanaya, by obligatory prayer. Juhomi aham yajnadanam sampadayami, I get the yajna of knowledge. Ittham rishayah mahatmanah cha sarvada sammanasya purnam. In this way, the rishis and mahatmas always filled with a common mindset. Sankalpam mantranancha divya bhavena yojayitva. Having ordained a common resolve. Having ordained so, having arranged it in the divine manner, samaje pracharayanti, proclaim it to society, tasya saphalyartham cha parameshwaram prarthayante, and pray to the Lord Parameshwara for its fulfillment. There's always a divine presence necessary for things to happen. That's what is said in the Gita also. Daivan chaivatra panchamam. So God, divine force, always has an important hand in our whatever activities we do as Indians. And that's what is also prayed here. Next, the third one. Again, the Padacheda and the Anvaya are given here, which you can see. And also the Pratipadartha, individual meanings are also given here. We'll look at the Bhavartha. He Manavaha, O human beings, Vaha, Yushmakam, of all of you, Akutihi, the purpose, which means Sankalpa, purpose, resolve or resolutions, Samani, Samanaha astu, may them be common. Vaha Hridayani, Yushmakam Hridayani means your minds. It actually means hearts, but it actually means the minds. The word means hearts, but the intention is minds. Samanaha, Samarasya Purnani Santo, may them be filled with harmony and cooperative spirit. Yatha, Yena, by which, Vaha, Yushmakam, of all of your, Saha, Sanghatanam, which means collectivity or collection, Su, Shobhanam Utkrishtancha, splendorous upliftment, Asati, Bhavati, Tatha, will happen, and Vaha Manaha, Yushmakam Manaha, your minds, Samanam, Samanjasya Yutam, Ekarupancha, having a unified form, endowed with consistency, which we can call as reasonableness and propriety. Astu means astu, happens. Anena eva, it's only by this that parivare, gane, samaje, rashtre, vishvecha, in the family, in the group, in the society, in the nation, and in the world, sukham, shantihi, maitri bhavaha cha virajate, that happiness, peace and friendliness will shine forth. Etaihi mantraihi, by these mantras, sanghatita rupena sahajivanasya krite prerana labhyate. Inspiration is obtained in a collective form of coexistence with others. Everyone will intend to coexist and help all the others. That's what is meant here. Etena swajivane lokecha prasannata. By this, in one's own life and also in the world, prasannata is cheerfulness, saumanasyam, pleasantness of mind, utsaha is enthusiasm, ayuhu is longevity, arogyam is health, vijayaha is victory, samriddhi is plentifulness or abundance, dharma is righteousness, approximately taken as righteousness, jnana praptihi, acquiring of knowledge, atma triptihi, self-contentment, bhavati, are obtained. Now, some of the meanings of the words you can see, which are given here. I've just taken from your textbook. Now, let us. There is a grammatical portion in this lesson which we'll see now. Sangachadhvam, Samvadadhvam. Samanyataya gam dhatu parasmaipadi asti. In the ordinary sense, gam dhatu, which means to move, is parasmaipadi. Yada sam iti upasarga yuktaha gam dhatuhu bhavati tada atasya atmane padas rupani bhavanti. However, when the upasarga prefix sam is used, then the gam dhatu becomes atmanepadi. So gam plus ti is gachati. Sam plus gachati will become Sangachate. Let us look at how the things come in the lot lakara. Lot lakara is actually used in these, it's called imperative mood. It's used in some of these meanings like this, as an order or as a command, as an injunction, as an invitation, as a benediction or a wish. For example, Ajñarthe bhavati yatha chhatraha. Ajñarthe means as an order or command. Chhatraha, or students, yuyam uttishtata. You all of you stand up. Yuyam upavishata. All of you sit down. It's a command, it's an injunction, it's an order. Second, as an invitation. Amantranarthe bhavati yatha bhavantaha agachantu. You please come here. Sardham kridamaha. Let us all play together. Like that, it's an invitation kind of thing. And third is as a benediction or a wish. Ashirvadarthe means Ayushman bhava, or may you live long. Vijayi bhava, may you be victorious. Shivaste panthanaha santu. All your paths, whichever path you go, let there be auspiciousness along whatever you do, like that. So in Parasmai Padam, the Gam Dhatu will become Gachatu in Lot Lakara. Gachatu, Gachatam, Gachantu, Gacha, Gachatam, Gachata, Gachani, Gachava, Gachama. Whereas the same Gam Dhatu which gets the some prefix, Upasarga, will become Atmanepadi, like that. Sangachatam, Sangachetam, Sangachantam, Sangachasva, Sangachetam, Sangachadhvam, Sangachai, Sangachavahai, Sangachamahai. Atmanepadi Rupa for Lot Lakara. Lot Lakara for the Gam Dhatu with some prefix. Now, there is also one more note here. Asmad Yushmad Shabdayoho Dvitiya Chaturthi Shashti Vibhaktishu Vaikalpika Rupani Bhavanti. Now, I have shown you the Asmad tables here. Asmad Shabda Dakarantaf Pullingaha Asmad Shabdaha Aham Avam Vayam Mam Ma Avam Nau Asman Naha Maya Avabhyam Asmabhihi Mahyam Me Avabhyam Nau Asmabhyam Naha Mat Avabhyam Asmat Mama Me Avayoho Nau Asmakam Naha Mai Avayoho Asmasu. So, these do not have the vocative form, means they don't have the Samvadadhvam, Prathama, Vibhakti. So, what this is telling is that we have Mam and Ma in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Shadhi Mam Tvam Prapannam, Shadhi Ma Tvam Prapannam, both mean the same thing because there is an alternative form here. And similarly, Mahyam and Me, Chaturthi Vibhakti. Dehi Mahyam Varadevaram. Dehi Me Varadevaram. Both of them, grant me the boon. That's what is a prayer. So both of them mean they have the same meaning because Mahyam Me. Shishti Vibhakti will have Mama and Me. Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Tvameva Sarvam Me Deva Deva. So these two forms have the same meaning. Similarly in Dvivachana and also in Bahuvachana. And now with respect to Yushmat Shabda, Dakarantah Pullingo, Yushmat Shabdaha, you. Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam, Tvam, Tva, Yuvam, Vam, Yushman, Vaha, Tvaya, Yushma, Yuvabhyam, Yushmabhihi, Tubhyam Te, Yuvabhyam, Vam, Yushmabhyam, Vaha, Tvad, Yuvabhyam, Yushmat, Tavate, Yuvayoho, Vam, Yushmakam, Vaha, Tvai, Yuvayoho, Yushmasu. So we have Tvam, Tva and Tvam, Tvam and Tva here. Aham Tvam Mokshayishyami, in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Aham Tvam Mokshayishyami, Aham Tvam Mokshayishyami. Both of them are the same, have the same meaning. Namastubhyam, Namahate, Namaste, Namahatubhyam and Namahate. Both of them have the same meaning. Shishyaha Tava Aham, Shishyaha Te Aham. Both of them have the same meaning. So Tava Te, Tubhyam Te, Tvam Tva. And similarly in the Dvivachana and the Bahuvachana. Now, where have I taken these two tables from is from this book called Shabda Chandrika, which is published by the Saraswati Sabha of Sringagiri, and this is written by late Mahamadhyaya Dr. Vidwan and Ranganatha Sharma. This book is available for sale in this Saraswati Sabha, or also I may be able to find it online in the archive. There are couple of more additional notes which I want to tell you. Now, there are these 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda, and each Veda is generally divided into 4 parts: Samhita, Brahmana, Aranyaka, and Upanishad. So the Brahmanas of these Vedas, Brahmana does not mean a Varna, it actually means a part of the Vedas, which is Aitareya Brahmana, Shatapatha Brahmana, Samavidhanam Brahmana, Gopatha Brahmana, and so on. And Upanishads, there are so many, a number of Upanishads. Some people say the number of Upanishads is 108, some people say it is 200 and odd, and so on. But there are 10 of them are very, very famous, Prasiddhaha. They are Isha, Kena, Katha, Prashna, Mundaka, Mandukya, Aitareya, Taittiriya, Chandogya, Brihadaranyaka, and a couple of more of them are there, like Mahanarayana Upanishad, then Kaushitiki Brahmana Upanishad, then Shvetashvetasvara Upanishad, then Subala Upanishad. These are also quite famous. And Upavedas are basically Ayurveda, Dhanurveda, Gandharva Veda, Arthaveda, Thapatya Veda, and Vedopa Angani. Vedopa Angani are Shad Darshanani. They are called as the 6 darshanas, which are Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya, Yoga, Purva Mimamsa, and Uttara Mimamsa. Uttara Mimamsa is also called as Vedanta, and Upanishad is also called as Vedanta. And Veda Angani, which are the limbs of the Vedas, which are Shiksha, Vyakaranam, Chandaha, Niruktam, Jyotisham, Kalpaha. And then this particular Sangachadhvam, Samvadadhvam is taken from Rigveda. The number of mantras in the Rigveda is nothing but 10,552. Dasha Sahasrani Panchashatani Dvipanchashat Mantraha is what is said. And there are two kramas here: Mandala Krama and Ashtaka Krama. Then, if the Mandala Krama is taken, there are these many mandalas and so on, Anuvakas and Suktas. And if we take as Ashtaka Krama, there are these many Ashtakas, Pratyashtakas, Adhyayas, and so on. And this whatever we read in this lesson is from the 10.191 Sukta. Sanjnana Sukta is from there, and these 3 mantras are taken from that particular part of the Vedas. Now, on the YouTube, you will also find this Sangachadhvam being chanted and also explained, the meanings being explained. In these channels, I'll tell you, SVBP has this video called Sangachadhvam, where all these boys have chanted this thing in a very nice way. And then there's this channel called as Tattvam, where Srimati Shubha has given a very nice meaning explanation for this word Sangachadhvam. It's quite a short video. I suggest you to take a look at this, because they have also chanted this particular mantra, what we chanted in this video. And then there's a very detailed talk on this meaning, a 47-minute talk by Swami Samarpanananda ji of the Ramakrishna Mission in this channel called Indian Spiritual Heritage. And in the last talk of the Vedas, it's this, as I told you, this is from the last part of the Rig Veda. So that's what is in this last talk in this particular series, talk number 39, which I would like you to see. The last hymn of the Rig Veda, very beautifully explained by Swami Samarpanananda ji. Well, that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share. See you in the next video with the exercise part of the same lesson. YouTube Amarabharata, Shubham Bhuyat, Mangalamastu, Vande Mataram, Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.